Before yesterday, I was probably on the opposite side of you guys. Like, this 2 years is a deadline, it's a timetable. If you guys don't get it done with Connor, he's probably gonna be on his way out. But Tyler, you read this. I read this article. A lot of us read this article in the Players Tribune, and this is what stood out to me the most. He said, "In some ways, that was one of the most important moments of my career. It put everything in perspective. You have to learn from the bad times. You have to take something from it. And what I took from it was this: I don't want to play golf. I don't want to sit by the pool. I don't want to be in the Bahamas. I don't need a break or a fresh start. I just want to be in Edmonton playing hockey. I want to get back there again, whatever it takes. If that sounds like a robot, then I guess I'm a robot. But I see it differently. It doesn't feel like work to me. It's just the game that I love ever since I was a little kid. It's been the same feeling. It's like every time you step onto a fresh sheet of ice, even if it's 5 o'clock in the morning, you're just so excited for that Zamboni to come off and for that barn door to swing open so you can hop out onto the ice. If I'm an Oilers fan, like that would have just fired me up so much. Like, just what did you make from the article?
Obviously, it means a lot more to Oilers fans, but like you say, like you get chills. Like, man, imagine being a born and raised Edmontonian who all you've known your entire life is that everyone good leaves. And I'm not just like talking about myself. I'm talking about people older than me. Like Wayne Gretzky was sold and left, and all those other guys left to New York with Mess to go chase a Stanley Cup. And like, listen, those guys gave the Oilers rings. Like they were well within their rights to want to leave. And the Pocklington thing with Gretzky was a mess. That wasn't like on Wayne or whatever. But even going into the 2000s, this was, for lack of a better phrase, a poverty franchise. They were on the verge of moving at different points here, right? Like they had to be saved by Gary Bettman, or else they would have gone the way of the Winnipeg Jets. And the reason was they had no money, and every good player left town for a payday. All Oilers fans have ever known is people who leave, and to have the best player in the world, the best player of the generation, kind of sit here and pen this letter, which I know was more to Canada, but definitely seemed more like a love letter to the city of Edmonton. Like it means something a little bit more, I think, to the fans who've kind of sat through all the years of watching their favorite players walk out the door to finally have this group of guys. Leon Draisaitl just signed he signed a second 8-year extension with the Oilers. He's going wire to wire. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins sat through 10, 11, 12 coaching changes and never once blinked, never once complained, and he's going to be an Oiler for his entire career. Like there is something really, really special about this group, where even though they haven't delivered a Stanley Cup, it's the first group to ever sit here and be like, we want to be in Edmonton. And if you go look, there's a post-game interview McDavid did after he got his 1,000th point last year against Nashville, and he's on the ice and he's doing the little interview to the crowd, and he says something like, we grew up together here. Like him, Darnell Nurse, Leon Draisaitl, all these guys that came into the league at the same point. He said, like, we grew up playing on this ice in front of you guys. And it's like, man, you hear Connor McDavid say stuff like that, and like it's impossible not to kind of get butterflies, not just as an Oilers fan, but just as someone who kind of, has lived in this city their whole lives.